How are you?
Things for a longer life and happier family. Wash your hands, wear your mask, stand apart. In our family, we've got keiki, we've got kupuna, and we're always conscious about how close we are to people, especially for me. I'm high risk as a cancer survivor. So it's about the we, not the me. It's a kako thing. So make sure that you stand together by standing apart.
There we go. Here we go. Oh, there you go. Yes. Happy Friday. Yay. Yay. All right, there you go. Happy Aloha Friday. E na hoa maka maka mai Hawaii nui o ke awia hiki ni iha o ka hele lani na kumaaina na malihini. Aloha. Hey, we got kind of a busy show for you. We are glad that you are here. Let's go ahead and kind of bring you up to date on some of the things that we are watching for you today. As a matter of fact, coming up here on the show, Kamakakehau Fernandez, now Hoku Hanohano Award winner. We'll talk story with him, new journey that he's embarking on. So is this young lady. Ciana Pelekai, new journey on The Voice. She's in Las Vegas, but she's headed to Los Angeles. Kaʻimi Hananoʻeau, brand new release, music video. We will preview for it. Actually, you'll be able to see it right here on the show. That is coming up. Happy Aloha Friday, and let's go ahead and hi. A lot of people here. And we tried to say hi to some of the people earlier. We'll go through and say hi to people as we go through the show. Real quickly, just for right now, Debbie Haumea Ainaga from Stockton, California. Thank you so much for being on the show. Laura is always here from Waikiki. My dear classmate, hi Liza, how are you? Nice to see you on. Jacqueline Luukia Pelekai Reddy from South Carolina. Are you related to Ciana or not? That is my question for you. Leave an answer, and even if you're not, we're just glad that you're here and you have the same name, Pelikai. So that's absolutely awesome. And if you are family or friends of Ciana, go ahead and leave us a message. We will talk story with her coming up in the show. A couple of more hellos. Rie, thank you so much for being here. Jenny is here from Atlanta. And let me see, one more. Raynette is here on the island of Oahu. Let's get into the show, but before we do that, let's remind you that, hey, we are working our way up to 1,000 on YouTube, so if you get a chance to, subscribe and like and share. We would appreciate that very, very much. Let's get you a live look outside. Now, usually we have music from Jeeves Del Barrio, but we're going to kind of hold on the music on this one because that's really upbeat, the music. But what we've got here is we've got the island of Kauai, and this is a Hanalei camera. Hanalei has been going through a really, really tough time. As a matter of fact, see those rain showers? That's one thing that Kauai does not need right now. Showers. They don't need any more. They've had a bunch of landslides there, and it's going to take them till Tuesday to clean that up. So we send our aloha to the island of Kauai. While we're talking about that, for those of you that are here in the islands, we're just going to do this real quick. This is look at that. Those rain showers have gotten a lot closer to the island of Oahu. So I'd say in the next hour, 2 hours, the island of Oahu, we're going to get quite a bit of rain shower activity. We've had flash flood warnings, flash flood watches. We've had landslides here on the island of Oahu as well. That happened out in, Kualoa. We also had bad weather in Haleiwa, flooding situation, and it got almost to the point where that flood was going to go right through Haleiwa town. Still a lot of damage out there, but they're working on that. Let's give you one quick visual here on the island of Oahu. This is Waikiki, and this is live. So a little bit of what we've got. And since the weather's not too bad here, we'll play a little bit of Jeeb's music for you. Notice that on the left-hand side of your screen, looks like they got a big crane out and they're doing some sand mitigation. You can kind of see that in the distance there. But Oahu, we've got some clouds, some rain, some showers, and that's going to be with us pretty much for the next couple of days. All right, let's go ahead and give you some headlines here. Some of the things that we are watching for you on this Aloha Friday. One of them has to do with the island of Kauai. Last night we were privileged to talk story with the owner of Hanalei Taro. Her name is Lindsay Haraguchi Nakayama, and so she gives a little bit of the description of what's happening there on the island of Kauai.
Yeah, so we've been experiencing flooding since Tuesday afternoon. Hanalei Bridge has closed then and is still closed. We also had a small first landslide, and then with this morning's one, there's a second huge landslide, which has affected the entire Hanalei North Shore community. So it's good to see everybody pulling together and reaching out, and I think Kauai, they have great hearts. Everybody's trying to pull together. We've been through a lot of natural disasters, so I think everybody knows kind of what to do, but is pulling together to get through this. And our hearts really go out to the entire state of Hawaii, all islands. We have family and friends, Oahu, Maui, Big Island, and the other islands as well. Everybody's been getting hit by these thunderstorms. It's unreal, the amount of damage that's coming through.
All right, so she is the owner of Hanalei Taro. And by the way, if you get a chance, if you're on Instagram, follow them, because they're on Instagram as well, and there are links there to their store. So what they've been doing is they've been telling their people that follow them on Instagram, they say if there's somebody that is a family in need or something like that, go ahead and tag them with the person's Instagram name. And what they'll do is that they'll direct message, reach out to them, and send them fresh farm food free. And we were like, wow. Because they're hurting too, because their crops got affected. So, but they're reaching out and trying to help other people around in Hawaii. So if you get a chance and you want to do something here, well, let me just tell you what I'm doing. So I'm going to their Instagram page, and I'm not a family in need, but I want poi and I want kulolo. So I'm going to just go ahead and support them and go buy from them. So if you want to support Hanalei Taro, because they're trying to support families in need that are affected by the flooding across the state of Hawaii, head on over to their Instagram page, and the information is there. And they are also they've got their webpage that is online, and you can go ahead and find out more information. So anyway, somebody that's really been affected by by the flooding, that deals in such a revered food like poi for us in Hawaii. So if you get a chance, help them out. I'm sure they would appreciate it. We would appreciate it, because you're helping a local company. All right, let's talk to, we've got a couple of interviews for you here on this Aloha Friday. A young lady used to live here in Hawaii, and she performed all over the place. And I would have the benefit of introducing her when she came to sing, whether it be over at the Gabi Pahinui, Waimanalo Kanikapila, or maybe it's over at the Stan Sheriff Center for University of Hawaii Athletics and other events. Well, she's now made it onto The Voice on NBC Television. It's right now Monday, Tuesday night. So if you get a chance, support her. When she went out onto the stage that very first time, I asked her, how did she feel? And we will have her answer that question here because I thought we had it right there. And there we go. So let's go ahead and check in with Ciana Pelekai.
So when I first stepped on that stage, I was nervous, of course, but you know what's funny? I've never been that nervous in my life, on stage, and knowing that the chairs are turned backwards and you got to try and get them to turn to you. But all I remember is once I started singing, my eyes were shut. I blacked out, where I just performed and I didn't know what was going on. And then next thing you know, you see my eyes were shut and I opened my eyes and then John Legend is looking at me and I'm like, I don't want to look at him, because I knew that was going to distract me. But seeing the chairs turn, I was like, oh my gosh, what? I do this thing where I knew if a coach was going to turn for me, I wasn't going to look directly at them and sing. I was just going to glance at them, just do have one block per season. John Legend really saw something in me and he really used his block on the only artist from Hawaii. And I was very blessed and so super excited to have this opportunity.
That's absolutely awesome. So what was it like? It airs. You already know what's happening, but nobody else knows. Does your phone start blowing up? Does social media start going off on what happens?
My phone was just blowing up. My Instagram kept going, especially and it was funny because when they showed my story segment and then there was a commercial in between my story segment and then my performance, right when my story showed, I already started to get a lot of followers on Instagram and on Twitter. So I was like, oh, that's crazy. And then when I saw, when my performance aired, then that's when I started getting a lot of comments, a lot of tweets. And then John Legend tweeted about me, followed me on Instagram. And I was like, that's crazy. So my phone was just blowing up. TikTok was blowing up. Just all social media platforms that I have, Facebook.
So now what happens? You got to get your head in the game. How do you do that after all of this excitement of actually getting on the show?
I am still taking it in, knowing that, being a girl from Hawaii, from Waianae, and then, I had to my parents made the sacrifice, and us as a family, we made sacrifices to move here to the 9th Island, Las Vegas, to have more opportunities for me and, for my family as well, and take care of my grandparents. However, I still can't believe I did this. I really made it this far. And this is a big accomplishment for me. So right now I'm still taking it in, still on social media, seeing everyone's wonderful, positive comments, how Hawaii is very supportive, how they're all saying, I'm rooting for you, I'm going to vote for you and stuff like that. So I'm just preparing for all of it.
All right. We got just a little bit of time here. For me personally, it's exciting because I've been able to introduce you at so many events through the years. And to see you on national television is just absolutely exciting. You got so many people that are supporting you here at home. You want to give shout outs to anybody back home here before you go?
Oh, yes. I would love to say mahalo and thank you to everyone in Hawaii. They've been very supportive. Even my family in Hawaii, all my families are mostly in Hawaii. But since I was little, I've been performing around the island in Hawaii on Oahu. And ever since then, they've just been supporting me through everything I have done throughout my musical career. So I just want to say mahalo and thank you to everyone, to all my supporters and also to all my ohana out there.
All right, there you go. Ciana Pelikai, once again, she is on national television on NBC. That's going to be on The Voice. Make sure you are watching. And Ciana, go get them. Lots of shakas, and I love the spam. Good going, girl.
Good spam.
All right, that was Ciana. That was from an interview that we were able to do earlier with her. A couple of things. First of all, you got to appreciate, I don't know if you got a chance to see the show this past Monday night, but the shakas were there. In her story beforehand, I was cracking up because spam got in there. I went, okay, there you go, local girl. But she's holding herself well. She's excited. For those of you that are watching, just know that coming up next week, Monday, Tuesday, and the week after that, Monday, Tuesday, we're still in the battle rounds. So she's got a little bit of time to rest and a lot of time to watch her competition. So a little bit of strategy here. And then she'll get into the battle rounds. And then that's when they get to be face-to-face. That's when they'll all travel to Los Angeles. And from that point, it will be game on. But this young lady has known that she's wanted to perform, she's wanted to be on stage, and she's getting that chance. Gotta say props out because Joseph Soul, last year's contestant on The Voice from Hawaii, originally from Hananoʻeau, from Makakilo. He was here on Billy V Live quite a few times throughout the competition. He was giving mad props. Thunderstorm Artis, also very supportive. Both of them have been from the last 2 years. So a lot of support. But let your friends and neighbors know because, whenever we get somebody on national TV, whether it's The Voice or Tough as Nails, Cyril Zeus on Thai, gotta let them know. Gotta support. So let your friends and neighbors know. Ciana Pelekai, make sure that you are watching for her on The Voice. All right, so let's talk to another gentleman who is a good friend of mine, and we get to have him on the show real quickly here. All right, let's go ahead and talk story with the now Hoku Hanohano Award winner. It is the one and only Kamakakehau Fernandez. Yay!
Aloha, aloha.
Hi, brother. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing really well. But hey, you know what? I want to just say a big congratulations to Ciana Pelekai.
Yes, that's awesome. Okay, now, did you watch your episode this past Monday night?
I sure did. Sure did. And it was just such a shock to us, to the fact that Nick Jonas got blocked right off the bat. What was going on? He knew what he was in for.
It's amazing, that show. But you've sang with her on stage, right?
We have, yes. She and I did the Toys for Tots several years ago. I want to say 3 or 4 years ago, along with Henry Kapono, with the Kaneohe Marine Corps Band. Yeah.
So your thoughts of seeing Ciana and remembering, performing with her, she's really got her talent going, I think, yeah?
Absolutely. And it's really young. I mean, it's really good to see the young generation just flourishing and, following through with their paths, and their heart's desire because, in this time, I feel that it is very necessary to have the music artists, bringing people together.
Well, you've been doing that for a long time, bringing people together. Talk about the pandemic time. What have you been doing? I wanted to mention that I thought I saw, was it a Hawaiian language, I want to say caricature or character, right? You that's right?
Yes. His name is Simon Kaʻimi na Auau o Ke Au Nani La Ea Ea Ea.
La ea 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 ea. That's perfect.
Yes.
First of all, for those that do not know, kind of give us a meaning of the name.
Yeah. So, when I was just at home fooling around on Snapchat, and I found the what I would identify as a squirrel, because it's a voice alteration. And I thought of Simon from, the Chipmunks. And I thought, no, but he's got to have a Hawaiian name, especially because I'm doing Hawaiian language. And I thought to offer, hakalama, utilizing this character. So Kaʻimi na Auau means to seek knowledge. And the La Ea 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 is because, like most Hawaiian names, it just goes on and on and on and on with plenty of vowels.
Perfect for the Hawaiian bracelets that kind of go around and around and around, yeah. So are you doing anything presently with the character that was just out of fun, or are you taking that? What are you doing?
It became just something out of fun and just to get people, involved with Hawaiian language. This has been something that I've known all my life, and so something that I took upon myself as a sort of responsibility to continue, sharing what I've learned in every way, be it through music, be it through offering Hawaiian language classes, or even something that, kids can enjoy as well. So there might be some things I have coming up soon. for the children.
That's awesome. You've been busy with, I want to say, a documentary?
Yes.
Okay. Right across from the Aikahi Shopping Center, and there's some business buildings right there. And then Henry Kapono, they can contact Blue Note and the website for more information, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
Got it.
I
What do
believe
you,
it's good.
what do you think of things coming out on the other side of the pandemic? Because we're slowly starting to open up, but we're doing it gradual. And I don't think that you want to do it too fast. Otherwise everybody's going to go nuts. But what are you most looking forward to doing? And what are your thoughts? Because I think with such a Hawaiian sense, because you've grown up with it so long, you have that. And just your thoughts in general.
What I'm looking forward to is definitely being able to be with Ohana more. Of course, there's Ohana here in Oahu, but a lot of us, I want to go back home to Maui. I want to go visit the Ohana there and be able to, just do like we did before, pre-pandemic. Of course, entertaining and traveling. Oh man, been cooped up too long. I'm kind of getting the itch. I got to get on the plane. We got to go.
I know, right? Hey, if anybody wants to find out more about what you're doing, I take it that you're on social media. How can they follow you?
Yeah, absolutely. So first of all, my website is kamakakehau.com. Most of my information is posted there, where I'm playing and everything. But other than that, we have KKF_music for Instagram, and then Kamakakehau Fernandez on Facebook. And if anybody is looking to support this documentary, because that's still in the progress, you can actually visit the Popolo Project or .org, and then /get involved. So popoloproject.org/get involved.
Brother, do me a favor. We would like you to sing 2 lines of any song that you choose. Give us 2 lines of any song, just so we can hear your sweet voice.
Sure. Let's see. Kila kila o Maui I karosela ni o kowi no ia e kaulana nei.
Brother, your voice is awesome. But you are awesome, and we continue to watch where you go and what you do, and we are so glad that you take aloha with you and bring it to wherever you go. Brother, have a wonderful and safe weekend.
Mahalo. And I got to say always mahalo to you. It's always a pleasure to see you, and thank you for all you do for the community at large. Yeah, now it's not just the radio stations, but it's everywhere. So mahalo to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Kamakakehau Fernandez here on Billy V Live. And real quickly, I want to kind of update you because part of the interview, I guess it got caught up in the internet and we didn't get to hear. He is doing a documentary. What he is doing, Kamakakehau Fernandez is African American, but from a young age. He was with the Hawaiian family. He can speak fluent Hawaiian, Olelo Hawaii. His singing is award-winning, and his thought process is Hawaiian in the way he thinks and visualizes things, because he is so immersed in the language and the culture growing up. So he wants to kind of explore a little bit. He wants to go find where his roots are, because that's all part of being Hawaiian, right? We find out where we are from, the land that we come from, we get connected to that place, and then when we go to other places, we share our connections, and then other people get interested in our connections, and we get interested in their connections. So he is going on this journey with the Popolo Project, and if you want more information, you can go to the website that he mentioned, or we'll put the links on after the show down below for both, or up above for Facebook, and down below over on YouTube. Mahalo to Kamakakehau Fernandez, na Hoku Hanohano Award winner. right, time for weekend news, and we'll go ahead and give you all of the events that are coming up here, and let's go ahead and tell you about them. First of all, Joseph Soul, DJ Technique, DJ Flip, and Big Mox are going to be having that's going to be a live performance. That's going to be over at Workplay Hawaii. That is coming up tonight. And also, Joseph Soul, once again, he was our last year's Hawaii contestant on The Voice. Talk about the group Mauna Lua. They're going to be in a live performance with Kavika Kahiapo. This is going to be at Duke's Waikiki. Mele Hulia Mahi. I wanted to tell you a little bit about this one real quickly here. This one, they're going to have episode 4 of this series featuring music from the album Kavili. It's a musical encounter. What they did is they reinterpreted traditional Filipino songs and they put it into Hawaiian-style mele. So that's unique because that's what happened back in the day, and that encourages the music partnerships between cultures. So there's going to be a lot of great artists that are going to be doing that. Barefoot Beach Cafe, that is a live stream for you. Live stream on Zoom, and that's going to be coming up this afternoon, 5:30 p.m., right after our show. Art Kalahiki and friends, they are also out and performing. They are going to be over at Barefoot Beach Cafe, and there's some of the video there it is. And they're going to be out there. Art Kalahiki and friends. Mango Season is out. They are going to be over at HPR Atherton Studios, the Mango Season Quartet. And also, we want to let you know the Invisible Wave Virtual Benefit Concert. Johnny Sweet, Kaleo Wassman are going to be out there and more. And if you need more information, that's going to be actually an online stream on Vimeo. And they're going to do that coming up tomorrow afternoon, Hawaii time. One more item for you on the weekend events, and that is Henry Kapono. He's over there at Duke's if you want to go ahead and catch him. And they're always there, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Go ahead and catch Henry Kapono. Wanted to show you, before we get out of the show today, that there are some changes. I work for Hawaii 105 KHNL Radio on the weekends. That's my Saturday show. But Monday through Friday, I am on Hawaii News Now, Sunrise. And the set, it's going bye-bye. So if you've been waking up to Sunrise and you know what it looks like, I'm going to play a little bit of this here.
So 4 more years of Steve.
And I'm going to kind of bring down the volume because Guy Hoggy's going on a rant right here. He's like, you guys are all sentimental about the set. I'm like, pow, gone, go. Take it out of here already. So we were just all laughing. But this whole set is gone. And so it will be replaced. We will be in something that will be the size of a conference room. Wait, let's bring up Guy a little bit there. No, he's Powell. Okay. So in size of a conference room, that's coming up starting on Monday. So it's going to be a very much smaller area. It will be interesting how we do Sunrise, but, we'll get the job done. We'll be on there with everything that you need from weather, traffic, local stories, national news, world news, and me doing something out in the community. And I'll be just glad when there's no more flooding to talk about. I know these guys bye. Okay, that's Guy's green screen. Oh, they're on the air now.
We've been at this desk in this studio for more than 10 years now.
And this is what the studio looks like from the anchor's point of view. So everything is going to change.
But it's been real.
We're going to have to figure that out. Well, we'll have to figure out the whole dance party thing. It'll be a very different world, but we'll see. Coming up in April, we should have new digs. All right, so there you go. And you know what? And actually, we are at the end of the show, so that means we get to get ready for the weekend. Is there anything else? Did I miss anything?
We need a drink.
Okay, drinks.
Woo!
Is that it? Cocktail. Thank you very much. Ciana Pelekai. Make sure you're watching her on The Voice. Kamakakehau Fernandez. Thank you so much to him for being on. Lindsay Haraguchi Nakayama over on the island of Kauai, the owner of Hananoeau Taro. Thank you so much for being on. And our best to you. some of their crops got destroyed. So what they're taking is they had to harvest early, and they also had to get seedlings because they got to start planting now, or else there's not going to be anything in 16 months. But what they're doing is that they are whatever food that they just have to harvest, because if they just leave it there, it's all going to die because of all the damage. And they're giving away fresh farm food to those that are in need. So that is just absolutely awesome. Or there's going to be people like me that are going to go to their website and go buy because they're supporting local people in that way. And that's just a wonderful thing. We are going to Kamakakehau Fernandez. Mahal, brother, thank you for staying on and being with us in the show. There's a whole bunch of people. Sorry, let's go back over here to the all seeing. Lacey put a Facebook today about the studio. Oh, you saw her post. Okolimaluna. Alden's ready. You know, it's happy hour somewhere in the world all the time. Cheering! Look at that. Kamakakehau Fernandez wants. He's already begun. Look at that. Look at that. Ah, love you too, brother. Pam, thanks. Agpoa. I know Agpoa. Maybe I know some of your family. Escondido, California. Aloha from Mississauga. I sent in on last night's concert from the Blue Note with Henry Capona, Jerry Santos, and Kamuela Kimokea. It was so good. Debbie Bruce, thank you so much for being with us. Mila Ayala from Kapolezan. Rochelle Naole Adams. Hi! Hi, you guys. How are you, family? Virginia Talo, thank you so much. And let me see here. If I've missed anybody, I apologize. Once again, we got to say, oh, Ciana, thank you so much for the shakas. Yay. That's absolutely awesome. We're going to leave you with one more thing. Every week we pick a music video of the week. This gentleman won the Hoku Hanohano Award in the rock category. But he's local boy. He grew up here, and he grew up with, you know, he loves his rock music, so sometimes he plays rock music. And sometimes he takes music from other genre and does it in his own distinct style. So that's what he did with this next song. This next song, if memory serves me right, was written by the Rev. Dennis Kamakahi, and was made popular by artists like the Sons of Hawaii and Robert and Roland Casimiro. So he takes this song that was known for May Day performances at schools, and the Waikiki Shell, and he is presenting it in his own style. So that is the music video that we will leave you with. And in case we're not able to show you the whole thing, then in that case you can go and search his video out on the internet. On behalf of the crew here, crew make noise. They're just happy about cocktails. Mala mapono aloha ahui ho. We will see you next week, Friday. We're here Fridays at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock Hawaiian Standard Time, 5 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Mala mapono aloha ahui ho. Okay, if I'm not hearing music, I'm sure you're not hearing music either. So I think I know what the problem is. I think it's on my side. So let's try that again. And now, Kaʻimi Hananoeau's music video.